Hello everyone, it's on here, and welcome back to yet another Wizard101 playthrough video. Now, I don't say that to be, and it's day after Christmas when this is being uploaded. So, hope you guys had a great Christmas. Hope you got some good things. Hope you got some nice things. Hope you guys got something good for. Hope you've been good. I won't tolerate any naughty people in my chat. Well, if you've been naughty, you can't click on this video. I'm kidding, but still. Anyways, we're taking on Emperor's Retreat today, as we can see here.
Just as I expected. This place is heavily guarded. Manders toil while Krokosphinx relaxes in his chamber. Krokosphinx is known for his intricate defenses. You will find 2 guardians at the first gate. Both princes of the Sakwi family. Even with balance, I would not stand a chance at my age. Please, fight bravely to defeat them and return to me safely.
Anyways, we figured out that Krokosphinx is probably the person who last had his hands on the Krokonomicon, a special book that contains powerful life and death magic. Something that Malister definitely could use if he wanted to try and get Sylvia back or do some devious dealings. So we need to stop him and get that Krokonomicon before
I had hoped to face a
he does something bad.
warrior to test my skills, but you showed up instead. Hardly worth the efforts of a prince.
Now, if you did watch yesterday's little thank you video, I did emphasize that I'm glad that there are people that actually went and took time to watch that video. I'm very grateful that you guys went and watched it, It wasn't something that I decided to, I decided to make it because of what I saw, and it was quite, it's been quite, an adventure, I mean, recording this stuff and everything is just really cool, and, I'll probably do a proper get-to-know-me type video later down the line, but for now, I'm not comfortable doing that yet, but, once again, I'd like to thank all of you guys for supporting the channel. It's been an interesting couple days, obviously, videos tend to fluctuate for reasons, there are some videos that I thought I did pretty well making when I did them, but they didn't rack up some views, and then there are some that, like one of my recent ones was when we first got to the Krokosphinx, it netted 50 views, and then some little Wizard101 rant that I thought, some people might watch it, some might not, it'll probably get, maybe 50, 60 views, but I was not counting on over 100. And obviously, very special moment. But, okay, so let's sort of go over sort of the lore that we have so far that we've been in here with. So, the Great Sleep was something that the Order of the Fang used to make sure the Krokonomicon would probably not fall into the wrong hands. Obviously, when the Marybones came through and Malister came through, the Great Sleep was obviously destroyed, and now the Crocs are back at their dirty dealings, enslaving the Manors once again. So the Order of the Fang was also affected by the Great Sleep, so we came here when searching for them to gain the trust of their core members. So, Hazred, the Balance School professor, led us on the path to Shalek, and Shalek told us where we could find the general of the Order of the Fang's rebel army that would fight against the Tuts.
Bested by a mere student wizard. Oh, the shame I have brought to my family name.
So, then once we got the general his new weapon forged after his old one got busted and broken up and disappeared, now they have a great leader to lead them. So then we had to go and find the Order of the Fang's greatest warrior, Kayamate the Great, who was affected by the Great Sleep and fought for the Tuts amusement in the Grand Arena. We had to go up the ranks of the Colosseum ladder.
They sent you to confront me.
Hold on.
You're not fit to clean the floors.
And we had to go up through the ranks in the Colosseum to get to fight him. We took down some mighty opponents and got to fight him and best him in combat. With that, we were able to convince him to rejoin the fold because without him, the Order of the Fang will not be able to stop the Tuts. So we got the 4 core members of the Order, who are allied to the Manders. So we then moved to the Vault of Ice, where we would need to collect the Golden Fang. Now, we're collecting the Golden Fang not to use it, but to make sure it would not fall into the hands of the Tuts. Now with it, now we are able to make sure the Tuts cannot overthrow or try to dismantle what the Order of the Fang is trying to do. For the most part. But now with this all said and done, we have this place here. Emperor's Retreat. The final place that we need to go to get the Krokonomicon. And hopefully, it is in his possession. Now, as we continue this glorious quest, so far, I think this has been
You've done well, young wizard.
quite the
The
eventful
lever should work now. Open the door and I'll meet you up ahead at the lake.
couple video uploads, But, while we're questing, once again, I'd like to greatly thank all of you guys for watching these videos. It's really amazing to see the amount of support that some, a low channel like me can get after a while. I mean, it's great. It's a great feeling.
Excellent. You've made it. Oh, my heart. This place is filled with enslaved Manders. Krokotep knows I can't stand to see them suffer, but he does not know that you're on my side. Let's free the Manders from their bondage. If we can do this, surely they will fight alongside us.
Yeah. Poor guys. Anyways, we'll need this if we want to get through the door, so. I remember back when I first did it, I didn't realize the first idea I thought of was we needed to do it in a specific pattern. We needed to light all the braziers in a certain pattern. But no, it's a matter of getting them all lit before time runs out. There we go. Nice. There we go. Very nice.
We've done it, but we need to ensure that they are not enslaved again. Now we must deal with the Overseer Paniwi. Don't think me foolish for not rushing at once to get the Krokonomicon. If we do not save the Manders, we are no better than the Tuts. But I see no harm in hurrying. Defeat Overseer Paniwi and return to me at once.
Right. And obviously, the main reason why we want to make sure the Manders, the Manders originally lived here. And obviously the Crocs came and,
You fail to see just how outmatched you are.
What happened
Wizard.
was the Manders saw them because the Crocs came, but they were dealing with war and malnourishment, and they were weak. So at their lowest, the Manders decided, due to their helpful nature, to help the Crocs. Unfortunately for them, that would become the undoing that would lead to their imprisonment in the first place. But luckily, our coming to this world is the second time we can save them. The first time was during the Great Sleep. The Great Sleep that the Order of the Fang imposed on the Tuts in the first place stopped the Manders from being slaves. And that's why Krokotopia, when we go to the main area, is bustling with Manders. You know, the shops are run by Manders. The library is ruled by a Mander. But the pyramid, the Krokosphinx, and the tomb that is over on another island, there's a tomb. It has significance, but I'm not gonna say why, because that's going to be part of the upcoming episode. So, you know, with the Great Sleep, the Manders were free to finally, you know, work for themselves and do what they wanted to do, not what their Croc overlords wanted them to do. Unfortunately for them, when good old Malistaire came through, he woke up the Tuts from their great sleep. The Marleybonians were here excavating and trying to get things for the Royal Museum in Marleybone, which is their own place. And, you know, and then the Order of the Fang, all their work was basically undone. And now we're here to fix it all.
Excellent job, young wizard. You've shown the Manders we mean to defeat the Tuts, and they are ready to join the fight. Krokotep cowers behind a door sealed by a combination. The Manders we freed tell me you must vanquish the Sakwi Keymaster to get it. Once you've defeated the Keymaster, the combination will appear in his room. Use that combination to open the door and take our vengeance on Krokotep.
Sounds like a good deal to me. Well, you know. Yeah, I'm very sort of savvy in the lore department. I like lore, I like history. So learning about the lore of Wizard101 is really fun to discover. And I talked a little bit about it when I did my my video on the Wizard101 Burnout, when you go and you just sort of, you know, walk around and just sort of explore, you know. Because
Are you the gatekeeper?
setting.
I must put you to the ultimate test.
The setting of a lot of stuff is important indeed, you know. You see the walls, you know, the walls have all these hieroglyphics on it. Now, obviously, I don't know if the makers, when they were working on the world, you know, meant these hieroglyphics on the wall to actually have a meaning, or they just put it there for decoration. Either way, it looks really neat. And, you know, it's one of those things that, you know, it's the little things that if you know, and reading the dialogue also, you can sort of learn a little bit about the past and what happened before you got here. You get to learn a little bit about that. And there's one quest that really sums up a lot of some lore between some stuff in the next, you know, later down in Krokotopia. You know, if you didn't read about the dialogue, you know, if you didn't read the dialogue in your first playthrough about, you know, the Order of the Fang or anything, you know, would you actually understand, you know? And I think that's what really makes the video, or really makes the game, is the lore behind the game is really well done. And that's what I like about the game, you know. They didn't need to make a whole thing about, you know, showing you everything about the world.
You have passed the test. You must be the gatekeeper.
And really, the thing that side questing is really good for levels, but you can learn a lot from side quests. There are some side quests that give you a lot of lore about, you know, the certain areas you're in. And that's what I was going to talk about. In one of the upcoming areas in this world, there's a quest where you get to learn a little bit of lore between two different families. There he is.
Don't provoke me, wizard. I was just thinking about letting you live. In my service, of course.
There he is. Big man himself. Krokosphinx, the man who's supposed to have the Krokonomicon standing before us. Well, there's only one thing left to do. We gotta take him down. There's one down. Big man is dead. Let's get his minion, and then we're done here. There he goes. Goodbye, high guard. And there we go.
You have found a golden scarab.
Well, that's not the Krokonomicon, that's a Scarab. But that's a clue. That golden Scarab is definitely a clue. So we gotta head back to the entrance hall, talk to Shalik, and see what this has to do with anything. For obvious reasons, you know. We were expecting to find Krokosphinx, have the Krokonomicon. You know, we're in good shape. We can stop the tuts once and for all.
You have fought bravely. It sickens me to know one of the Order's members gave the Krokonomicon to Queen Krokosphinx.
Oh.
Even though it is never easy to defeat one of our own, it was the right thing to do. I fear more troubles await us, young wizard. Krokosphinx wields the Krokonomicon, and Krakotep spoke of a new army. The Order has much to discuss. We may not have always acted with wisdom in the past, but you've set us on the right path at last. Come, join us in the Balance School.
And that is a lot of lore that we just learned about Krakotep. If you heard that dialogue, he said one of our own. So Krakotep was actually part of the Order of the Fang. But probably, due to the great sleep, he awoke and was charmed in by probably Queen Krokosphinx to give her the Krokonomicon. Now, Mouser probably obviously had a little bit of dealing with that and probably helped Krokosphinx get the Krokonomicon, but we now know that It's in the hands of the mighty Croc leader, the Tut leader herself. But where is she? Now we don't know. We don't know. We're going to have to talk with Hazred to get the answers we need.
Young wizard, you have my eternal gratitude. I heard what you did in the Krokosphinx. I feel we are no longer strangers, but comrades in arms.
Shalik, General Kaba, Kai, Amate, and I all wish to honor you. Please take this golden scarab as a symbol of your entry into the Order of the Fang. No one deserves it more.
We will continue to fight the Tuts here, using the wisdom of balance rather than the golden fang. We leave it to you, young wizard, to find and protect the Krokonomicon. You will need to investigate Krokopatra's lair, the Tomb of Storms. Go see Sergeant Major Talbot, for he may be able to help you.
Interesting indeed. The Tomb of Storms. Well, that makes sense, actually. Because, you know, we went through 2 of the 3 elemental schools. Where's Storm at? Well, there's your answer. Tomb of Storms is our last destination here on Krokotopia, then.
The Tomb of Storms, eh? Sure you want to go in there? That's quite a dangerous place. The Tut leader is inside. Well, why didn't you say so? I'll get you in there right away, if you haven't already found a way in. You're in luck. My men are overtaxed, but one of the locals has taken on the Tomb of Storms. I hate doing this to you, but once there, you're on your own. I can't protect the locals and launch an assault. You'll have to be a one-wizard army. Ready? Find Hetch Aldine nearby. He's been working with the summoning stones and will surely know how to get inside.
Once again, we have learned a lot. And we now know now, the Golden Scarab has a little bit more meaning to it, but one of the big meanings that Golden Scarab has is it is a symbol of the Order of the Fang. If we just got a Golden Scarab for our service and what we've done to help the Order of the Fang, that means Krokotep is also a part of the Order of the Fang, most likely. Now, there could be but if we heard what Shalik said, he said one of our own. So Krokotep at some point was actually a helper or part of the Order of the Fang before the Great Sleep. Then after, he, like most Crocs that were maybe part of the Order, like Kayamate, forgot who they really were. And that's why he was a fighter in the Grand Arena. Krokotep decided that rolling over the Sakui family was going to be his duty after he got charmed by Krokopatra, most likely. But yeah, we've learned a lot, and there's only one place left to go, the Tomb of Storms. And with that being said, this will end this video here. Once again, I'm glad that you all watch my content. I'm glad you guys enjoy the content, and I really hope that I can continue making these videos for all of you. And once again, the 100+ views on the Wizard101 Burnout video has been really on my mind, and I'd like to thank you all for that. And keep on going. There's a lot more to do, and this video these videos are why I keep doing it. It's because of the passion that I have for making Wizard101 content that I keep making these playthrough videos for you guys. And I'm glad I get to do it. So until the next video, have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the new year. Bye, guys.